the Clippers, you know, they made the playoffs yesterday, obviously with Houston losing. They currently have the number 4 seed. If the season ended today, they would play the Memphis Grizzlies. In a 7-game series, would you take the Clippers, or would you be like me and take the Grizzlies?
I'm taking the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies are a team that all of their strengths, to me, play into a lot of the weaknesses that the Clippers have. I think it's a bad matchup for the Clippers, but, I mean, that's how the NBA playoffs are. I mean, it all depends on how the first-round matchups break down. And, you know, if Clippers get any other team other than the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, they could be in the second round, but I don't think they're a second round. They make it to the second round if they play Memphis.
Again, if the season ended today, San Antonio would have the 1, Oklahoma City would have the 2, the Lakers would have the 3, Clippers with the 4, Grizzlies 5, Nuggets 6, the reigning champion Dallas Mavericks at the 7, and the Phoenix Suns with the 8. However, those 7 and 8 spots seem to be still up for grabs. Let me ask you a little bit about the free throw shooting. And with Blake Griffin, he is just about the worst free throw shooter in the league, only ahead of Dwight Howard, who's at 49%, Blake Griffin at 52%. Is the free throw shooting something that could hold this team and Blake Griffin back in the playoffs?
There's no doubt about it, because in the last 2 minutes of the game, which, especially the deeper and deeper you get into the playoffs, a lot of games are decided in the last couple minutes. And, there's going to be some teams in some games, they may foul Blake Griffin on purpose. You're trailing by 2 or 3 points, foul him purposely, put him on the line. It's very unlikely he's going to hit both. It makes him a liability. You can't run your offense through him in the last 2 minutes of the game. And when you have one of the best players on your team who you have to basically stay away from in the crunch, that's not a good sign. He's got to improve his free throw shooting. He's not as good as a rebounder as he should be either, and he's definitely not as good of a shot blocker as he should be with his size and leaping ability. So I think there's a lot of room for improvement on Blake Griffin, but his free throw shooting is atrocious.
68% as a team puts them at 29th in the league. Not good numbers, especially when you want to make a deep run in the playoffs. I also want to ask you a little bit more about Blake Griffin. It seems like when teams are facing them and they go down the stretch, he doesn't seem like a smart player, does he, Jay? I mean, he seems like, he'll force the issue, like when the Lakers play the Clippers, and he forced the issue at Falgoust, and he charged at him, and Gasol blocked his shot. He just doesn't seem like a smart enough player to play in those late minutes in the fourth quarter. I mean, what's your take on that?
Well, he's indecisive. I mean, last night against the Grizzlies, even though they eventually pulled away, not against the Grizzlies, in last night's game against Oklahoma City, right. There was a key part of the game in the fourth quarter where he had the ball at about 18 feet. He could have just taken the mid-range jumper. He was indecisive and he traveled, and he had no pressure on him whatsoever. And I've seen him do that a lot. I think part of it has to do with a lack of confidence in his mid-range game. There's a lot of situations where you just pull up and you bank in like a la Tim Duncan, the 12-footer. There's nobody who's going to block Blake Griffin's shot going straight up in the air. If he's able to just hit that 12-footer consistently, that changes everything for him. But I think his lack of confidence in his ability to do that has led to some bad decision-making, trying to force shots that aren't there, picking up late-game charges and whatnot. If he can remedy his mid-range game and then have confidence in it, I think that kind of clears up a lot of those things for him.
How do you see the standings ending in just a few weeks when the season concludes, in the Western Conference, that is?
Oh, man, the Western Conference, I can't figure it out. I think Oklahoma City still can finish at the top of the Western Conference. If Coach Popovich for the Spurs is going to be insistent on resting his starters, which he's pretty much shown it doesn't matter if he loses the number 1 seed as a result of resting. I think because of that, I think Oklahoma City is with the number 1 seed. The bottom of the West is perplexing. At the very least, I say the Suns find a way to get into the playoffs as the 8th seed. I think Houston might fall out. So I would see the Suns as 8, Denver Nuggets as 7.
If Houston gets in, can you see them upsetting San Antonio very quickly?
Possibly, because they have the size and the post to kind of give San Antonio trouble. Yeah. I think that's possible if they're healthy. They need Kyle Lowry healthy.
I completely agree with you there. Well, we have to leave it there, unfortunately. J. Michael, I know that you will keep giving us great content at USA Today, and we'll talk soon.
Sounds good.